Hello everybody. It's been a long time. 31 weeks today. Just woke up. Didn't even eat breakfast yet. I threw on some makeup just a little bit because nobody needs to see that. And this hair, there's no hope for it. So, I should have wrote notes, but I didn't really have time to sit down and write the notes because then I would never do the video. But my last video, I was 26 weeks in a couple of days, I think, and that was 5 weeks ago. Slacker, big time. My gosh. Since then, I've had 2 ultrasounds. What? Did I have 2 ultrasounds? I can't remember if that ultrasound that I had was that day I was driving home or if it was after that. Either way, I had 2 ultrasounds. The first one showed the baby weighing, I can't remember the exact pound and ounces, but she was in the 87th percentile for her measuring around her belly, and the head measurements were normal and the thigh bone measurements were normal. But I didn't worry about it because the ultrasound tech, I thought, was measuring a little bit too big outside of her belly. But who knows? I'm not an ultrasound tech. It just looked like that to me. And then the one that I just had a few days ago, she is in the 81st percentile. And she weighed 3 pounds, 14 ounces. So, she's doing good. And I'm doing good. I think that's why I haven't updated. There's nothing like really crazy, interesting to update on. I have appointments every 2 weeks. They're pretty much like in and out appointments now. I have nothing to complain about. No problems or nothing. So they're like, what are you even doing here? And I'm just thinking in the back of my mind, why are you even seeing me every 2 weeks then? Hi, honey. So, where was I going with that? Oh, so coming up, starting at 32 weeks, so next week, I have to do non-stress tests twice a week. You're not having a popsicle for breakfast, honey. So every 2 weeks. No, every week, twice a week. From here on out, non-stress test. They want to hear baby's heartbeat 20 minutes, at least just a steady 20 minutes. Honey, you're not getting a popsicle for breakfast. So that's a bother, but thankfully my insurance has a mileage reimbursement program and a parking program, because it's $5 every time I have to park, and it's a 20-25 minute, sometimes even half-hour drive, depending on the traffic. So we can get reimbursed for that. And I think that they go on the weekends. I think I can go on the weekends too, which is nice because Derek mostly works Monday through Friday the most. And I'm going to have to go in between jobs because he has 2 jobs, one in the morning, one in the afternoon, one at night. So I'll have to go in between. Be careful, honey. In between for one of the days, and then hopefully like a Saturday for the other day, so it's not so much of a bother. But so that's going to be crazy. Still taking all my same medications, same amounts and everything. My shots, my lovenox, my glyburide, and everything like that. I really didn't ask why I have to go get non-stress tests done. I really should have asked, but I guess I'll ask after. Maybe they'll see that everything's okay and it's not necessary, but the plan is still to induce at 39 weeks, so I technically only have 8 weeks left. It kind of makes my throat close up a little bit and my heart start pounding faster because I'm like, oh my god. I narrow it down to paychecks. I'm like, okay, that's 8 paychecks from one job and 4 paychecks from the other job. Oh my gosh, what can I need to buy stuff. I still need to buy more stuff. But I think that's pretty much like all that I have to update on. I'm sure I'll think of other things, but nothing really interesting's been going on. We're not having a baby shower. I know that would normally be happening here in a couple of weeks or something, but we're not having one because we don't need one because I saved like everything. Oh, I know something. I cannot find my pregnancy calendar that I kept track of daily things that was happening when I was pregnant with Allison, and it's frustrating me because I want to compare and I just cannot find this thing anywhere. But I am leaking colostrum and the tiniest bit of milk, like so much on both sides, and I'm like, I do not remember it being like this much. I remember, like, if you breastfed, you know, if you squeeze your nipple, it comes out in little beads all over the place. Like your whole nipple comes out in little beads. When I was pregnant with Allison and I started leaking and stuff, maybe 3 or 4 little beads of colostrum. No, not this one. Every possible little opening that milk will come out of, something is coming out of it, both sides, and I'm like, oh my gosh, breastfeeding is going to be so much easier this time. What did you find? Excuse me, and I'm getting over a cold that we've had for like over a week now, which is kind of sucky. But yeah, so I'm getting excited about breastfeeding, and my feelings of labor are, sometimes I get a little bit scared about it, and then other times I get really excited about it. It's like a battle. I keep going up and down with it. And I did with Allison, but it's different this time because I know what the pain feels like, and I know that it can be really long and trying and grueling and everything. So I'm excited, but I'm scared because I have to be induced, and I don't know what it's like to be induced. Here, honey bun. And I'm just scared. I'm just scared of how long it's going to take. Like, I've heard it can be like 2 or 3 days that you can be in labor and, you know, in the induction process. I just hope it goes fast. But, so 39 weeks would make the baby be born at the end of June, which makes that next month. Next month. I'm like, oh, next month. When are you due? Next month. Oh. Okay, but she moves like all the time. I can tell when she's sleeping, she's pretty quiet, and when Allison's being loud, it makes her jump and wake up and start wiggling around and stuff. And she's starting to do really long stretches that it like, I'm like, okay. And that's Derek calling me, but I'm not going to answer. But at the first ultrasound, she was head down. Which first ultrasound, I think, was, I want to say it was like at 28 weeks. 28 weeks? No. You know what? Maybe it was 27 weeks. I'm not sure. But the last one I had, she flipped to where her head was up under, like my right side of my chest, and she was angled down like this. Like her spine went like this, and her bum was down here, and all of her limbs were down, like in my right lower belly. And the ultrasound tech was so nice, and I got some video of it, but the pictures, it didn't make for good pictures because she was hiding her face again, and she had one foot up above her head like this, excuse me, and one arm up in her face, and she was rubbing her eye. Well, it was her right arm, she was rubbing her, or her left arm, she was rubbing her eye. And I'm like, okay, if this leg is up like this, where's the other leg? And she went searching for the other leg. Her other leg was tucked up under her butt, like way behind. So she's doing this like, oh God, what are those things called? A herky? Or a jerky? What are those cheerleading moves called? Where they jump up and one leg's like, woo, and the other one's back. That's what she was doing. It was really funny. But, the ultrasound tech was like, well, she's got plenty of time to turn her act around. It was really funny. But I think she has moved back Either she's head up or she's head down, but I think she's vertical. I know she's vertical. But I think that's it. I am going to start working on getting her bag put together. Not so much my bag just yet, because I have to figure out more things that I need, because in case I have to have a C-section and stuff like that. But her bag will be the same, like, no matter what, you know. But I think that's about it, and I'm gonna stop it now. But I want to say congratulations to everybody. There's new babies everywhere, and it's like there's gonna be more new babies here in just a few weeks. Everybody's getting so close. What are we all gonna do after that? Because we know after our weekly pregnancy vlogs that we're so busy with newborn baby, and we hardly see or hear from anybody in a while after that. So it's like, it's gonna be kind of sad, because we're gonna be so busy with the babies. But yeah, so hopefully I'll try to be a little better at making these videos. I know I'm like really bad at it lately, but at least I'm doing them. Okay, everybody, talk to you later. Bye.